we got a pretty decently sharp crease. It's very thick metal on this Ford F250, and I'm going to show you how I got this out, and then at the end of the video I will show you the tools that I used. And this was about a 8-9 inch long crease, and here's what it looked like when it was done. But I'm going to show you a detailed video after this one here. I'm going to show it to you in high speed, and if you would like to watch after you see this part of the video here in high speed, I will be breaking it down how I got it to walk up in slow motion where you can kind of see the actual time. This dent here ended up taking me, by the time I was completely finished, it was about a 25-minute dent, and that was after I buffed and polished it and everything, but it came out very nice. And for the thickness of this metal, I was happy with the way it pushed. And this is one of them instances you really need a good, strong tool. You can't have something this weak, otherwise it's not going to push the precise pushes that you want to get the metal up. So you got to make sure you choose the proper tools in this instant. Alright, so I'm going to put this in just real-time repair time to where I haven't sped this up or anything. So you can actually see how I pushed it and exactly how it was done. If you want to spend the time and watch this, I'd appreciate it. And I think if you're trying to learn something, it would give you a good idea of how I worked this metal and be able to pay attention to what I actually did. And here in a minute you will see that I worked from this one end, and then as it started seeming like it was getting tight here in just a little bit, I will actually swap to the other end of the crease, and as soon as I did that, it started coming up easier. And so I knew then that I had chose to do the right thing instead of just trying to walk the crease out all in one direction. So anyway, if you enjoy and like this content, if you would, if you haven't already, like, subscribe to my channel, and also share this video with friends. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and at the making of this video, I'm at 746. So if you could get this out, I would appreciate it very much. And if you like my videos, it helps me out tremendously with my algorithms, so I do appreciate that. And like you can see here, I've made this dent shallower the first time through, so you don't try to get it up all at one time with one push through. You go back and forth over it. Sometimes, depending on how big the dent is, might go over it 3, 4, 5 times. But you just go back and forth and get in between any imperfections that you happen to leave in it, and push up in between each and every one of them. And then you have to go back, as you'll see here in a little bit, and I will tap down the highs that were created, or if it's little waves, or I will tap on the high side and the low side of the crease and actually, what I call, run the metal down into the crease. So what I do is I push the metal back into where it actually came from whenever I'm tapping. And then after you tap on the high side or the low side of the crease, either one or both, then you can go back over it and push again. And that there is whenever it actually wants to come up the rest of the way. And sometimes you have to create that 3 or 4 times and repeat it back and forth until you're happy with the way it looks. And like I said, at the end of this, I'll show you the tools that I used You can see right there that it's just a hook tool, but I only used 2 different sizes on this thing. So yep, if you want to check that out at the end of this video, I'll show you what I used and what brand it was. And here I am going to show you a cross check of it, and it's already looking pretty good. There is just a little bit of imperfection, like right in there, barely. But I'm going to go back over it and push just a little bit more. And you can see how much the metal's moving from the reflection. You can actually see my tool cart and the reflection there. So the only tools used in this repair today, these two Dent craft tools. They're very inexpensive tools, very tough and strong tools. I've had a couple of these for about 11, 12 years since I began. So all I've got to do is tap down a couple spots on this door, and I'm going to buff it just a little, but that was about a 14-minute repair right there. All right, here's the finished product. Like I said, very happy with this repair. Came out very nice. Cult dent tamers for all your door dings, large dents, hail damage in the East Tennessee area.